Hey, this is Mario, and today we're going to show you how you can use a loan for all your construction. Many people think you need to use your own money for construction, but we're here with Andres, and he's going to take us through the whole process. We're waiting for Andres. He's coming out. There he is, Andres. Hey, how are you, my friend? How are you? How are you? I'm here with Nathaly. Hey, good, good. Andres, yeah, show us inside. Go, we'll go inside.
Oh, thank you, everybody. So, thank you for coming to our tour project.
Absolutely.
This is
Thank you for having us.
this is.
I know you're a busy guy. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. So I'm glad that you are here, and I'm gonna do a walkthrough. This project it's for investor. This investor is playing in a long time. In a long time, he's playing on the rent. He's not doing fix and flip. It's a different kind of investor. So this guy get a bridge loan. We are approved with the lender, and we start at the beginning of June. Right now, we are in the third week of June, and we are looking 6 more weeks to complete this full renovation of this apartment. And after that, he roll in 30 years, make money, and that's how construction work. You know, get the loans, put in the property, pull the equity, and wait for it.
Andres, I know we're talking about loans, but you're also a GC, which is a general contractor.
So
Tell us more.
So just in simpler words, we are GCs.
Okay.
But we are kind of like, we go to the extra miles.
Okay.
Typical GC work with cash. We work with financials only. So if you have any kind of financial, like 203Ks, bridge loans, you are doing a refinance your buildings, that's what we take care. We understand that it's a lot of contractors, they don't accept the process, but that give customer, homeowners access to money, renovate the properties, customize the properties, and also they don't go to bid war, because when a property is completed, there's too many offers. It's crazy.
Yes.
You know,
Right.
you know better than me. People
that.
it's paying
Yeah.
100,000 over asking
Over
price.
asking. Yeah.
So we understand with the right financial, homeowners can access or they unlock more property for them. And with the right contractor, the process will be smooth. They have customized property, and also what is something important, they will have to pay the renovation over 30 years. There's no 1 year they need to pay like a line of credit. They will have 30 years to pay the renovation. So basically, this is the perfect product if you want to be a homeowner and a customize your home.
Yeah.
An investor for you.
Okay. Yeah, because everything's tied in. Yeah, to the
Yes.
process. Okay, that's
Yes.
great.
That's
Okay.
basically what we do. Eventually, we're planning to do lending, but that's a different story.
Okay. No, but you're a great asset, having those tools, the resources.
It's a lot of
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
Some people used to say like, "Oh, I have learned something. I learned a lot from you because you are not only taking care of the construction, you are displaying me the process in a kind of qualifier now, or even the property is going to make sense for us." And that's basically it's my daily work, trying to
Okay.
make sure evaluate the properties. And make sure the customer, hey, this is gonna cost you. If you feed in your budget and your equity, you need to review after value. That's why I used to ask some customer, hey, send me the comps. Look at the area about the property and let me know what's your vision, because that's the appraiser is gonna look, and they will approve the loans.
Got it.
So there's a
That makes
couple
sense.
things that we used to discuss on the customer, but let me tell you something, Mario. The most important on this kind of loans, it's you need to be open, because this is a teamwork. I know you bring the money, you have the loans, but you need to be open. Like, what's your goals on the renovations? What's your budget? Because this is not like a wish list. We're no shopping here. If you came with shopping lists, we're gonna came with a realistic budget, but the numbers are simple. This is the X amount. The property is gonna be the value after renovation. There's no more money in the cap.
Correct.
But
Because you know the cap and then how to keep them in that cap.
and there is a price that you're
without no
paying.
surprises at the end. Correct. Which extends time, and I get it.
That's what I'm trying
Yep.
to explain to the customer. Hey, let's let's put a foundation on this conversation. Let's be realistic. Let's and then from there we can start work. Not with a shopping list, with a must to have done to be done on your property. So you qualify. Your realtor can point it out to the right direction. You can give me after value,
The
after value,
ARVs, yeah.
I can put a renovation that's gonna fit on the loan, and we're gonna make the process easier for the lender. So when all numbers came to the lender say, okay, everything makes sense. They will not make questions, and your process
That
will
was
be
easier for the underwriting and everyone else.
and your process will move right there to the appraisal, and you will have to be successful on this one is the appraisal give you the numbers. If the appraisal say no, there's no project.
Yeah, correct.
And everything, our times, your times, it for nothing, because the project is unrealistic. That's the truth, and it's very sad, but that's what I say. Everybody start with a baseline of the process with realistic scope of work. Don't come out to us with a shopping list, and because that's not gonna work.
A lot of people are renovation loans, 2 or 3 loans, bridge loan. What's the difference between a bridge loan and a 2 or 3K loan? So for the buyer doesn't know.
Yes.
First time buyers especially.
2 or 3K, it's let's say it's for a homeowner, someone who's going to live on the property. They want to do the improvements. And the bridge loan is more investor. These are different requirements. It's used to call commercial loans, but the commercial is not you're buying like a retail stores. Commercial means it's going to make business,
Correct.
So you have a different qualification. Sometimes you need to have experience to access these loans, or sometimes you get a contractor with a lot of experience like us, just to unlock the best tiers. And that's true. We get a customer, he zero experience in construction, he came to us, and they financial the 100% of the construction, and on the first property that he's going to plan to do.
Gotcha.
So that's the difference. On 2 or 3K renovation loan, that's the standard process. Conventional lending work, got your income and the after value of the property. That's everything they look. On this kind of property, they don't look at your income. They look at how much is the equity of the property, and what else they see.
The numbers have to make sense.
And the numbers
have to make sense.
They don't look at your income, never.
Okay.
And probably some proof
They want
of
to see
funds.
maybe the scope of the project. The numbers have to make sense.
And the scope of work makes sense, because they want to make sure they put the money, and the money it will be on the property. That's why they never give you the money up front. No one's give you the money up front.
Correct.
There's many people that take the money and never do the project, but that's not our case.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
another
story.
word. But it happens.
Yeah, it happens.
It's happening.
Yeah,
We've been helping people that they get a contract to get a deposit, boom, disappear.
Okay.
And then the only people that's suffering it's the homeowners. They're the ones that have the 10,000 or whatever X amount of money get out from their pockets. But so that's the difference of the loans.
Okay. How do you get paid?
So typical, everything is by draw, and the bank is gonna give a direct deposits to us.
Okay.
Well, here's some parentheses I want to clarify. There's a different kind of how the contractor get paid. There's a 2-party checks. The checks go directly to the homeowner or the investor, and they pay. But we put a lot of time. We put a lot of we put a lot of effort in this one. We are a very reputable business. We've been doing this one for over 5 years, and we never request any money up front. That's why we always request direct deposit to us.
Okay.
That's something non-negotiable if you want to work with us.
Okay.
And I explained to everybody, this customer, they haven't put zero money up front. But we are very strict on draws. Draw directly to the contractors, and we used to try, and we manage the best. That's our security.
Okay. So for those there wanting to know, draws are paid at different levels of your stages of your work.
Yes.
So it's like, I used to like to use always sports analogies. First quarter's done.
You got
to check the scope of work.
Yes.
Does someone come in to see your work before the draw comes out?
Yes. The bank used to send.
Okay.
It used to call a draw inspector or bank inspector. They used to. They want to confirm the money is allocated on the property.
Got it. Okay.
In this property, for example, we finalize framing we finalize demo, and we finalize all the plumbing, and that's what we're gonna get the money. Once we get it, then in the next row will be HVAC, it will be electrical
Got
before
it.
put drywall.
Okay.
So it's on phases. So
I
that
think that's great because it also protects the customer.
protect
Like
and
the old ways, a lot of contractors got a lot of money up front, or sometimes all of it, and
they
guess what?
slow down the
They
project.
slow down the project, or sometimes just disappear.
That's
Yeah.
why we're in a hurry.
Yeah.
We just put our money, we
Yeah.
finalize the phase, and we're pushing everybody. Hey, the draw is coming. Draw is coming. We need the money.
Correct.
If you want a smooth process without delays, make sure your bank's gonna draw the money right
Does the
away.
draw have a timeline? Do they tell you, Andres, the clock starts now and the draw will
No,
be in? Okay.
no. That's why
Okay.
draw works because it pushes the contractor. The contractor want to see the money. They need to complete the work.
Everyone wants to get paid. Yeah, yeah.
And
Exactly.
if you are let's say you are a real business, you will start right away and
Correct.
to collect your
Yeah,
money.
Yeah.
So basically, draw it's to protect the homeowner that the project
Yeah.
will be delivered, and as well it will push the contractor. If you want
Keeps everyone in line.
yes,
Pretty much.
yes.
Okay.
But the loan, it's for example, this customer he can be like it's a bridge loan, 12 months, but he will be paying interest. So
Yeah.
we want to make
Yeah.
sure also he make money.
Correct.
He make money, he's happy, we make money too. So it's a win-win.
Okay, makes sense. Who qualifies for these type of loans?
So for bridge loans, again, you need to be you need to have some kind of experience. Make sure your credit is good. That's something very important. I will suggest the higher credit you get it, the lower its interest. I think that's a rule of thumb.
Okay, yeah, all over the, yeah.
But
Pretty much a loan standard.
Yes,
Yeah.
but on bridge
Yeah.
loans, I would say like for contractor, I'm not a lender, but what I'm seeing is you need to have a proof of funds. Some lender require proof of funds, and it's a minimum. It's a minimum, very minimum, and also you need to have experience or hiring a contractor with experience, and you will not have any problem.
Do they need any reserves?
Some reserve, yes.
Some reserves.
Some
Okay.
kind of. It's not a whole.
Okay.
Yeah, they want to make sure you have at least the minimum to cover the down payment.
Okay.
That's
Maybe
winning.
check your DTI.
Yes, and then
okay.
you can
Okay.
start your project. That's on bridge loan. Bridge
Okay.
loan is different word, I would say.
Okay.
It's more complex, but if you are in the business, that's a tools that will let you find
Okay.
money and roll your projects.
Okay. Tell me about the timeline from the time you get under contract to the closing date. What are the obstacles, or what are the things the customer has to do?
So most people think that, believe it or not, this is just a regular closing. When you submit the offer, just a regular property, it's just normal. You submit the offer, and when you are accepted, you have the 45 days. What's the challenging for the customer? It's find a contractor, get a contractor that's qualified. They have insurance, they have proof of experience, and everything that the banks require, plus a detailed scope of work, and then plus they need to have a construction contract, because if you don't have those, the appraisal cannot be requested. So that's the biggest challenging. So in 45 days, just a regular closing, you need to get a construction contract before you call for appraisal, because the appraisal want to see what they're going to make
Correct.
to pull the equity, and you can get a loan.
So the appraiser is going to use that for his valuation.
Yes,
Got
that's
it.
the
Okay.
only difference when
The
you are
only
buying
difference. Yep.
when you are
That
buying
makes
just a
sense.
regular one.
Totally makes sense. Yeah.
So that's why it's important to have the contractor. I would say just find a contractor before you're starting looking at fixer uppers, because when you are in, most people what's the common mistake?
Yeah.
They get on the contract, they put let's say right now it's very common you put 1% as a earnest money,
Okay.
and that's a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people send the earnest money, and they're trying to figure it out in the 5-day contingency, is the project gonna work or no.
Okay.
And
So at that point, they're racing or backtracking, where they
Yes.
could have got ahead of the process.
And they are in the rush,
yeah.
calling
Okay.
many contractor they
Oh,
want,
wow.
trying to get a
Yeah,
quote.
yeah.
And when they came to us, we try to explain, no, it's a process. So that's not how you work. If you want to expedite things, just get a hot consulting.
Okay. Who qualifies the contractor?
Well, I would say like we submitted a proof experience, license,
Okay.
insurance, bonds.
Okay.
That's basically what you need, and basically you need to have the experience all matter, because that's what the lender want to make sure you are a real business, you are gonna take the money. Basically, experience, it's all of this one, and make sure the contractor have the money, because most people, what I hear is the contractor don't know the process. They get the loans, but they say, oh, I need a down payment. In this loan, in this kind of loans, you don't have a down payment.
Yeah.
You have
Correct.
some kind of, but it's not a real.
It's nothing that's gonna make put a dent on there.
And if you realize that later when you are on the contract, that's gonna delay, because they will say, I will not start because I don't have money. And what are you gonna do?
You need money to start.
You are gonna start explaining the process at that point. That's no fair.
Are there any specific, or what type of properties are good for a bridge loan? Is there any property you stay away from?
I would say for bridge loan. Okay, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Actually, I would say, like, for renting, it's the best ones, because you are playing in the long term. Sometimes people don't realize that
you're a true investor.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
construction is really expensive, being honest, today. And what's happened is, with this loan, you basically cap all the equity. You maximize all people all the equity. Sometimes I have investors. They just take all the equity they have to do the improvements, and they are playing in the 5 years. They are playing on the equity they will get in the 5 years, and barely they make money on the rent, but they know in the 5 years, that's when they get it. I have a customer in Berwyn. He used to send flyers. He used to send flyers, believe me. And he got a property with 15 violations, more than that. Horrible violation. Very, very.
So he was fishing for properties to purchase that are distressed, or
he pushed the homeowner. He lowered the price as much he can, because the violation. He say, I will take care of the violations. So he can negotiate the price.
Like truly buying as is, and he'll take care of everything.
Yes, but the renovations are no cheap. You know, be honest. It is what it is. The renovation. You know, you can know high cost. Materials, Home Depot, any store which you have to pay what it is. You know. So what he say on his word? Okay, I'm gonna play in the 5 years. Right now, I'm pulling almost all the equity in this property.
Okay.
But on the rent, I collect a minimum $300 per doors. And okay, this is normal. After cover all the expenses. But in the 5 years, I will be like, let's say, recover everything that I invest. And right now, I have a brand new property without violations. I get it low. I have equity. I have appreciations. He will decide in 5 years.
Appreciation is always there, especially as a landlord.
Or he's gonna raise the money, because after he complete the renovation, he raise the money for sure.
Of course.
So
of course.
that's how I would say. But if you are doing fix and flip, I would say this project. This is the high risk.
Okay.
12 bridge loans. You have 12 months to complete renovations. In 12 months, you need to find either a 30 years mortgage, or either you need to sell the property. A typical renovation in Chicago used to take 6 to 8 months for a full god project. Permits and everything in Chicago take time to arrive, and I would say you have a very just short period of time to sell the property. Every month you are paying interest.
Correct. Yeah.
And interest is about 1%. That's normal. Interest only.
Interest only. Correct.
So just think about it. You have a 400,000 loans, and you complete the project, and the market slow down. You will be paying $4,000 every month. Let's say you are
gotta pay that. Yep.
Let's say you are 3 months in the market.
Yeah.
12,000. So that will cut you all your all whatever you expect to make on the property.
Exactly.
That's what most people fails on bridge loans. That's why I say, if you're gonna do rentals, that's more sweet, because you are not in the rush to sell the property. You are not in the rush to pay interest. You are.
It's a long-term play.
Yes, and also you can start getting the next one, build your portfolio.
Okay.
That's my point of view.
Okay. No, that totally makes sense. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. And for real projects, basically.
Okay. Well, Andres, before you take us on a tour of your project here, what are your, I guess, favorite or
From my
the
experience.
lenders, for your experience, lenders to work with for these
Yeah.
type of projects?
Let me. I'm going to mention some lenders for a
Okay.
conventional lending work.
Okay.
I would say those are they have the most smooth experience
Okay.
on my 5 years.
Okay.
I would say neighborhood loans is doing a very good job
Okay.
on the process. Very
Okay.
smooth process. Loan Depot, they have amazing teams to take care of your
Yeah.
project and your project. And I would say right now we start building a very nice relation with Pacific Mortgage Lending. They have amazing
Pacific Mortgage. Okay.
Yes, it's a new player. Well,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
me,
yeah.
probably you
Okay.
know more
Yeah, yeah.
lenders than
No,
me.
'cause I've done a lot of work with neighborhood loans and Loan Depot and Fairways, but Pacific. Yeah.
Please,
Fairway?
I forgot Fairway.
Okay. Fairway. Come on.
Fairway,
Got a lot of people over there.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
I love
yeah.
them.
Fairway is really good.
And
yeah.
actually, we are approved with them to do new constructions.
Okay.
So Fairway is amazing. That's I would say those are.
Yeah.
I used to do repeatable business with
You
them.
know, and it's on my side too. Those three right there, lenders. When I get an offer, when I represent a seller,
You know what you are
and
going
I
to close.
see who the lender is, I'm like, okay, Fairway, Neighborhood Loans, Loan Depot. I'm like, okay,
I'm gonna
these are gonna
close.
be a little, we know I can get those. You're gonna close.
That's a true.
yeah.
You know. All lenders.
98% of the time, they
Yeah.
have a good lender working behind them.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
that's the most important because
Yeah, absolutely.
if you get a delayed, if you get a delay
Yep.
on the closing, you will get a fine, or just the seller, they will be get out a deal. If you start having a delay on the closing process, that's a true. That happens.
Wow. Okay. Andres, I know you're a busy guy,
Yes.
but before you take on a buyer, do you sit down and take them through the process before everything starts?
Yes.
To make sure everything's realistic.
So typical process is we have let's say initial conversation. We review. We try to request information about the lender, what type of loan that you are doing, what's your goal, you planning to live. We're trying to get the basic stuff. After we do the walkthrough, we came with a scope of work, with an idea on a scope of work, and after that we have an hour 1 hour Zoom meeting with the customer that we review. Hey, this is what we discussed, and this is the number that are gonna make work for.
Like a recap.
To you
Yeah.
to you to be approved. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to be efficient on our numbers. Typical, we're trying to do the numbers or ballpark numbers in the same day on inspection because we do this one all the time.
Okay.
We are not new in the
Yeah,
business.
correct.
We do projects like this when we
So you can get an idea. We're gonna spend 10,000 here. That's gonna be
Yes.
15,000.
So-
The roof is gonna be another 18,000. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're trying
Okay.
to give an idea to the customer, ballpark numbers right away, because we understand like time is money, and you need to submit an offer right away. Otherwise, it will be a
Yeah.
higher offer, and the seller will
Yeah.
accept it.
Or already under contract.
Already in the
contingent, yeah.
contract. So for us, the time is important, but we are efficient on the number. That's why we can give you a full project in 5 days. The quote. And even with the customer we shared the last time, it was in 3 days we delivered the price to them. So in 3 days, it was a big project. It was a 3 units with a conversion and everything.
Yeah, correct.
We hold an hour meeting with her in 3 days.
And this is a project where me and him met in Ravenswood.
Yes.
Yeah, I met him. I'm like, all right, we need to sit down. Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
Because there's a lot of people that
Okay.
they are in need.
Yeah.
A service like us for build their portfolios or actually build their green homes.
I love it because you're hands-on and efficient.
Yes.
And in this business, you have to
Yes.
move quick.
Yes.
Correct. Andres, for those people, for the buyer who wants to work with you, tell them about your experience.
So basically, I have tested all these products. Actually, my first fleet, I use a bridge loans. Okay, it was a bridge loans, a property in Portage Park, and I would.
Oh, my old neighborhood.
Yes, I would say, and that's what I used to say. Bridge loan works for rentals. I know there's people that use for fix and flip, but for my point of view, it's a high risk. You're paying a lot of interest, and actually the risk that you will not be able to sell after you complete the constructions. That's all the high rates. You only have 12 months. So basically, I have experience. I have to test this one. Then I switched to do a fix and flip in the Porch Park area, Norwood Park as well. So we need to understand now what's the market. That's already a hot market, but now the market is different. So what I learned from those flips, it's you need to understand what's your financial method. Make sure you're gonna have all the money for pay everybody. Everybody gonna take a portion of your deal. Lenders. It will be fees for realtors. It will be fees for the cities. It will be taxes. You pay in a property. You pay 5 times taxes. When you buy, when you hold, when you sell, on materials and your guys. 5 times taxes.
Everyone has a handout.
Yes.
You gotta pay them.
So we also need to understand not only the construction, about what's the target, what the design. And let me tell you something important. In this property, I'm the kind of guy that I used to like all white and gray, modern. I would say modern. It's white and gray. But this customer, this customer, this one, he came with a different idea to me. He said his targets are no millennials, there's no like a young people. He's targeting like from the 45s and older. So he wanted something more beige, real wood colors. So then, all the kind of things, experience that you gain, because either you're gonna rent it, you're gonna sell it, you're gonna live. There is a different styles. If you do wrong, your pocket goes.
So he wanted something more traditional.
He's looking for a guy that is long term. Someone who's retired. But I never realized, because I am the guy that loves all white, all gray.
Correct.
Let's say
timeless
styles
and colors.
But he said no. This is what worked for me, and this is my experience. He shared with me, and I say, aha. This guy is 100% right. So all that experience, it's what it matters when you do the project. So that's what I bring to the customer. When everybody say you're a contractor, yes, I'm a contractor. That's a simple word, but this is everything that I bring to them. So I'm not a regular contractor for sure.
Correct.
But if you want to know me, you can call us.
You're like a contractor on steroids with the resources, with the.
Well, I would say the steroids is financial.
With the financial,
Because everybody trying to save money to do the projects, but they don't know the contractor that works with loans. And when you know how to work with loans, that's when you start building your portfolio.
I think you saved them a big step. Huge step. I mean, where's the money going to come from?
Yes. Everybody have the vision. Everybody knows
Yeah.
that the property is going to make money.
Correct.
Everybody knows they can rent. That's easy concept. But where people are suffering is how going to get the funds. And that's why JC it's doing. We are doing, we are in that portion where you need a contractor that have the liquidity to continue your project, that we have the experience, and we are going to direction to the right results to you make money. Well, all projects are risk, but what we're trying to do is minimize the risk.
Minimize the risk.
That's all. Exactly. That's all in this business.
Okay. What are some of the common mistakes a buyer can make during the process?
I will say, let me give you 3 of those. First, don't work with permits, because if you get a stop work order,
you said don't work with permits.
Don't work without permits.
Without permits.
Without permits. If you get a stop work order, I had that experience. I lost 3 months. My project was stopped. Up till I get all the permits and everything. And it was on winter. It was even worse.
Oh, wow.
I was paying bills and everything. So that's the first one. The second, you need to understand when you need to call the contractor. Most people used to be on the contract on the property, and they don't know if they want to continue the property. They're in the 5-day contingency, and they're in the rush calling everybody. Oh, you can give me a quote, give me a quote, give me a quote, and then trying to evaluate the project works or not at that point, the 5-day contingency.
On a 5-day,
with the risk to lose the earnings money. I would suggest find a contractor that is approved and understand this process before you start looking for a fixer-uppers. And the third one, it's how the money works on the renovation loans. Most people think, and most people contractor, they used to work with cash, and they are expecting a down payment at the front, but that's not happening in these kind of loans, and that causes you delays on the project, and sometimes you can be on risk because some contractor that will push you to give money, and you are in the situation, the desperate situation that you need to start the project, you're gonna give them money with the promise they're gonna reimburse you your money when they get it paid. So
Yeah.
I know it sounds funny and sound unrealistic, but it used to happen.
Yep.
So those are the three
Absolutely.
things you need to understand when you are doing loans like this or renovations like this.
Andres, that was some very I actually learned a lot today. No, that was some very valuable information. And if a buyer right now wants to contact you or want to know more about a bridge loan, how do they contact you?
So they can go to our website, it's contractorjc.com, or call to the office.
Yeah.
It's 773-923-1158. That's the number that you can contact us. You can send us an email, sales@contractorjc. Send all the information you want to that email, and that's my personal email. So I reply personally every message. So you can send an email to that.
On social media, how could they find you on social
On
media?
YouTube.
YouTube.
We are
Okay.
more proactive on YouTube. So Bill with JC. So it will be in the comments, or it will be somewhere on this video.
And also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this.